What if Nezuko became a demon slayer with Tanjiro? This is part 2, and if you guys want to check out the first one, it's linked above the screen. So let's get into it. Where we left off was the Swordsmith village arc. Now, since Tengen doesn't lose his arm in this timeline, he stays on duty. It takes him a little while to recover from the poison, but with Shinobu treating him, he eventually heals. Kanao, Nezuko, and Tanjiro return with some pretty bad injuries, but Tanjiro doesn't fall into a coma this time. His fight with Daki wasn't as intense as his fight with Gyutaro in the original timeline, so overall, they all recover fairly quickly. Nezuko and Tanjiro start training together. Since Nezuko had watched their dad perform the Hinokami Kagura countless times, she tries to give Tanjiro some pointers as he trains. Even though he never fully learned it herself, she helps correct him if he messes up, pointing out anything that looks off. Tanjiro is determined to master the technique, and Nezuko becomes his extra set of eyes during training. After a couple of months of training, Tanjiro realizes that his swordsmith still hasn't made him a new sword. So he travels to the Swordsmith village, and Nezuko goes with him. Since Mitsuri is there, Nezuko wants to talk with her about how she helped defeat the Upper Moon, and also show her the progress she's made. So she joins Tanjiro on the journey to the Swordsmith village. Everything plays out just like the original timeline, up until the demons arrive at the village. When Upper Moon 4 reaches the room, all of them attack at once, and Upper Moon 4 splits into all of his emotion clones. Muichiro gets blasted away, leaving Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Genya to face the emotion demons on their own. While Muichiro goes to fight Upper Moon 5, Mitsuri eventually returns. Everything plays out mostly like the original timeline, except for one key difference. Tanjiro never gets the red blade, since Nezuko doesn't light it on fire like before. They all end up defeating their demons, just like in the original timeline. But this time, since Nezuko is not a demon, she doesn't conquer the sun. So that wraps up the Swordsmith village arc. Now we move into what would have been the Hashira training arc, but in this timeline, it never happens. There's no real plan for it, since Muzan had no serious interest in the Demon Slayers at first. But once he realizes that Upper Moons 4, 5, and 6 are gone, he snaps. Furious, he says, "I'm done with these pesky Demon Slayers," and teleports all of them into the Infinity Castle. But this time, Tengen is with them. And now, we've got human Nezuko in the mix. So, let's get into it. So let's get the side battles out of the way. We've got Zenitsu versus Kaigaku, and then Mitsuri, Obanai, and Yushiro teaming up to fight the Biwa woman. Now, we're going to mix things up a bit. We've got Tanjiro and Nezuko teaming up to face Upper Moon 3, Akaza. Then we've got Upper Moon 2, Doma, going up against Shinobu, Tengen, Kanao, Giyu, and Inosuke. Then we've got Upper Moon 1, Kokushibo, going up against Muichiro Tokido, Mist Hashira, Genya Shinasugawa, Sanemi Shinasugawa, Wind Hashira, and Gyome Himejima, Stone Hashira. Now let's get into the battle with Upper Moon 3, Akaza, versus Tanjiro and Nezuko. Some people in the comments might say Akaza would win this fight, especially since Giyu isn't there this time, but you guys are underestimating Tanjiro and Nezuko, because in this timeline, we've got a Tanjiro who's trained way more in Hinokami Kagura thanks to Nezuko's help. And Nezuko, using love breathing, is much stronger too. Together, they're able to hold off Akaza long enough for Tanjiro to unlock the selfless state, erasing his killing intent and allowing him to land the final blow that takes Akaza down. Then we move on to the fight with Doma. And this time, we've got 3 Hashira involved, plus Inosuke and Kanao. With that kind of lineup, I think they take him down pretty easily. Doma might be one of the strongest Upper Moons, but with Shinobu's poison, Tengen's speed, Giyu being one of the strongest Hashira, and the combined power of the group, he gets completely overwhelmed. Even Shinobu herself once said it would take 3 Hashira-level fighters to bring him down, and that's exactly what they've got. And if you guys are wondering about the Upper Moon 1 fight, it basically happens the same way as in the original timeline. Muichiro and Genya still die in the battle, and they're the only 2 who lose their lives in the Infinity Castle. Now, we move into the final showdown at sunrise. This time, we've got an extra Hashira still alive, and all of them begin fighting Muzan together. Let's say that during the final battle, Gyome Himejima, Obanai, and Mitsuri end up dying. But with Nezuko there, all the remaining Hashira, and a more refined Tanjiro mastering sun breathing, they're finally able to take down Muzan, just like in the original timeline. And honestly, it's a very sad ending. The only ones who really get a happy ending are Shinobu and Giyu, who finally end up together. Everyone else's story ends in a pretty pretty tragic way, staying close to how it played out in the original timeline, which, in my opinion, is super sad. Now, if you guys have any good what if ideas for a long video, drop them in the comments you guys want to see. What if Tanjiro became an upper moon demon? Click the video right here.